Hi, Heartmate Wise. Hi, Margot. Hello, Deborah Van Couverton. How are you? Thanks for coming in. And we're going to go look at some stuff. There's some ruby slippers that got stolen, and a 76-year-old man is indicted for stealing the ruby slippers. So let me...
Really?
Oh, yeah. Let's put the ruby slippers up on the screen. Ruby slippers.
Are they like the real ruby slippers?
Yeah, Judy Garland.
Where did they steal them
It
from?
says Judy Garland right in there. Judy Garland. A federal grand jury in Minnesota, Sassy Darcy's home state, has indicted a 76-year-old man on a charge of theft of a major artwork in connection with the 2005 theft of the iconic pair of ruby slippers from the 1939 movie The Wizard of Oz. The one-page indictment accuses Terry John Martin of breaking into the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids. He did this overnight. He smashed a plexiglass case, and he left with the size 5.5 slippers. Her feet were only 5.5, huh? They're only one of 4 surviving pairs made for Judy Garland. And see, they say her name, Judy Garland, in there. The shoes were recovered in 2018. The indictment provides no other information about the theft, including where the shoes were for 13 years. Yuck. I can imagine what he was doing with those shoes for 13 years. Or how the FBI zeroed in on Martin as the thief. Well, he was contacted by the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, and he was asked about the indictment, and he said, "I got to go on trial. I don't want to talk to you." A date for his first court appearance has not been set. The shoes at the Judy Garland Museum, Judy Garland was born Frances Gum in Grand Rapids in 1922.
Michigan? Grand Rapids, Michigan?
Were on, well, in Minnesota is where they were stolen from.
I didn't know there was another Grand Rapids.
I don't know.
Oh.
They were on loan from the Hollywood collector Michael Shaw. The shoes were insured for $1 million when they were stolen, but the U.S. Attorney's Office in North Dakota, which is handling the prosecution, after the federal prosecutors in Minnesota were recused for an unknown reason. Oh, so they were recused. Why was that? Unknown reason. And the current market value of the shoes, $3.5 million. The other pairs of shoes are at the Smithsonian and the Museum of the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Museum in Los Angeles, and the third pairs with a private collector. The shoes were created with a white silk pump made by the Innis Shoe Company. They were dyed red and covered in burgundy sequins. Yeah. A darker color so they wouldn't appear orange on film. The once stolen shoes are still in the custody of the FBI, says the director of the Judy Garland Museum. 76-year-old guy. Okay. That's it. And then, let's see here. We've got like a rash of people putting their newborns in trash bins. And we've got, this is crazy, somebody has a set of twins and they put them in trash bins outside a Cleveland home. Police in Ohio are investigating after 2 newborn infants, twins, were found dead in Cleveland's Buckeye Shaker Square neighborhood on Sunday. Cleveland police say it's a homicide unit that's investigating the deaths. The Cleveland Police Homicide Unit investigates all cases of child fatalities, said Jennifer Chiachia. She said the babies were found at 7:30 p.m. but gave no further information. Sources have told other Cleveland stations that the two babies were newborn twins and they were found in trash bins outside the home. They were found in the trash on Saturday, but they may have been born on Thursday. The medical examiner confirmed the deaths, but did not provide any information about the infants. A neighbor said they heard the babies crying late Saturday afternoon, and then they just stopped. Horrible. Horrible. And then in Arizona, a woman used her car to kill her boyfriend. She's been charged with second-degree murder after she allegedly rammed her boyfriend with her car during an argument. The Casa Grande police say they were called to the scene of a motor vehicle versus pedestrian collision Saturday morning just after 8:30 a.m. and they found Billy Stevens, 59, on the ground near the road with what appeared to be significant trauma. Stevens was flown to the Phoenix Trauma Hospital where he died. Now his girlfriend, 51-year-old Shelley Shears, was found near the victim. She was arrested after the investigation found out that she was in a domestic dispute with him that led to the incident. Okay, so that's what's going on with her. And then we have my other one, which would be South Carolina woman is missing. And we'll put this here. Spartanburg County. Come on, get over there. South Carolina authorities are asking for the public's help to locate a woman who's gone missing after they have found her car. Casey LaVon Young, who's 44, was last heard from at 4:30 p.m. on Monday, May 15th, after she left work. Investigators say that they presume she was heading to Boiling Springs, where she lives. That sounds painful. Yeah. She was driving a 2009 white Infiniti G37 with a South Carolina tag number LCK 688. She's described as 5'5", 150 pounds, and she has long black braids. The Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office is seeking the public's assistance in attempting to locate her. And let's see, here's some more pictures of her and her vehicle that's been since found. Get up there. We are aware of some flyers that have been made and circulated that lists several of her family members as points of contact, but we would urge tipsters to contact Lieutenant Letterman first to avoid any confusion or misinformation being disseminated. At present, the agency doesn't have any information that suggests any sort of foul play. Wow. Okay. And authorities released an image of her vehicle, but they have found the vehicle. So to report any information about Young or her location, contact Lieutenant Brandon Letterman. And the number for Lieutenant Letterman is 864-494-0644 from the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office. She's found. Okay. And I know we have a... Come on. Okay, now we go to Florida. At this very intensely angry-looking 34-year-old man, Anthony Michael Corrado. Florida sheriff's deputies arrested a blood-soaked man on Wednesday after he allegedly beat his grandmother to death with a hammer and then severely injured his grandfather. Anthony Michael Corrado, 34, was charged with second-degree murder and aggravated battery of a person over the age of 65. The sheriff's office said that the elder victims knew one another and that the woman had an active order for protection against Corrado, who was released from prison last year. The Naples Daily News identified the victims as Corrado's 82-year-old grandmother and his grandfather, who's in his 70s. Sheriff Kevin Rambosk said police arrived on scene when they were alerted by a housekeeper Corrado called to clean up after the murder. A bloodstained Corrado took the housekeeper to a bedroom where the dead woman's body was located. The housekeeper excused herself to get cleaning supplies from her car, but instead drove away and flagged down a deputy in his patrol car who wasn't far away. The individual is in our custody thanks to the swift response by deputies and quick-thinking reporter who was able to get herself out of the residence and alert law enforcement. Deputies found the dead woman upon arrival and the man with severe head injuries in a different room wrapped up in a blanket. He was flown to a trauma center for treatment. Investigators found a hammer with blood on it on the kitchen counter, and they found blood on the walls and floor inside the home, and they also found Corrado standing outside. Wow. Okay. Oh, boy. And those little boys that were missing, there's very sad news on them. They were both found in the Hudson River. So 2 days after finding the body of the 13-year-old one was found in the Harlem River. They found the 13-year-old in the Harlem River. They found the second one, the 11-year-old, in the Hudson River on the other side of Manhattan. A New York Police Harbor Unit team pulled the body of Alpha Berry from the water near 102nd Street and Riverside Drive at about 7 a.m. Barry and Garrett Warren were last seen May 12th at about 6 p.m. on a security camera at Anna's Fish Market on 145th Street and Lenox Avenue in Harlem. An employee saw the boys inside the store where they made a small purchase. The workers said the boys were regular customers. Warren's mother, Dayshell Moore, previously said the boys came home at 1:30 a.m. on May 13th and left again to play basketball but never returned. Warren's body was found on the Manhattan side of the Harlem River on Thursday, not far from the Madison Avenue Bridge. Anna's Fish Market is less than 500 feet from the Harlem River, a few blocks north of the Madison Avenue Bridge. The waterways around Manhattan, the Hudson River, the Harlem River, and the East River are not technically rivers which flow in one direction. They are tidal estuaries which reverse direction with the tides of the Atlantic Ocean. And I believe it was accidental drowning is what I read. So it wasn't, let me see if that's still true. Not foul play of any kind. Let me just see. Very sad story. I believe that's what the coroner said. Let me see. Yeah, missing New York City boy Garrett Warren died of accidental drowning. And the other little boy, yes, his death was accidental drowning. So what they did or how they got there, I don't know. And how they were away from each other, I guess, just by the tides. Very sad. Now they say here that a broken fence, here's what we say here, maybe show this, is what allowed the boys, right there. As grieving families get ready to bury two boys whose bodies turned up in the Harlem and Hudson Rivers, relatives are upset that a broken fence allowed Alpha Berry, 11 years old, and Garrett Warren, 13, to get so close to the water. PIX 11 News obtained photos of a fence that leads to the Harlem River shoreline not far from the 145th Street Bridge where the boys were spotted. on May 12th. A third youth was seen with them. The New York PD searched for the two boys in the river the same night after receiving 911 calls about the incident, but they didn't find them. Barry's family said they called the police the following day after the 11-year-old didn't come home from his Harlem charter school. Barry's body was found in the Hudson River on the other side of Manhattan on Saturday. The Bronx boy was a sixth grader at Democracy Prep Harlem Middle School. Warren attended Nest M School in Lower Manhattan. Democracy Prep CEO Natasha Trivers remembered Barry as a funny, bright, witty, and inquisitive and brave boy. We are devastated to know that Alpha Barry is no longer with us, Trivers said in the statement. Warren's family reported him missing on Monday. The 13-year-old's body was discovered on Thursday near the Madison Avenue Bridge, nearly a week after he and Barry had disappeared. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner's Office determined Warren accidentally drowned, and they released the cause of death as Barry's on Sunday, saying he would accidentally drown as well. Really sad. Okay, and go to nothing here, and we have torture. Okay, we've got this here. So a Nevada man will spend the rest of his life behind bars for the horrific torture and murder of another man because of unsubstantiated allegations that the victim had abused a child, which police determined was baseless. Earlier this week, a jury convicted 39-year-old Brad Boone of first-degree murder and kidnapping with a deadly weapon in connection to the death of 27-year-old Roy Jaggers. Jaggers' body was found in Cathedral Canyon, about 60 miles from Las Vegas, on August 1st, 2021. Authorities allege that two other people also played a role in the killing. Men's former girlfriend, Heather Pate, and her current boyfriend, Kevin Dent, both of whom took plea deals for second-degree murder last month. Investigators say Jaggers was lured to a Las Vegas home where he was handcuffed, beaten, and wrapped inside a tarp. The trio then drove Jaggers outside the city, tortured him with various instruments, including knives, a blowtorch, a stapler, a belt, and an axe, and then they forced him to strip and walk off a cliff, after which he was shot to death. I remember this. Jaggers was a neighbor of Pate, who often watched her children. On Thursday, the jury sentenced men to life in prison without parole for the murder charge. He's expected to be sentenced again in August on charges of torture and firearms violations. During the hearing, Jaggers' sister read a statement in court pleading that men be given the maximum sentence, saying, Roy Thomas Jaggers wanted to live so bad he endured and took everything you did to him, and when you kicked him off the cliff, he still ran to make sure that he fought every moment for his life until you shot him in the back like the coward you are. His sister said, the only permanent thing in life is death, and you chose to end my innocent brother's life for absolutely no reason other than your own enjoyment. All I can do now is hope and pray that your last day of freedom was the day you took my brother's. Pate and Dent are scheduled to be sentenced in June. Horrible. I remember that case. Ugh. Okay. And then a juror is speaking out, and there's also a juror speaking out on Letitia, but there's one speaking out on Lori Daybell. An alternate juror is sharing her perspective from the case, calling the woman convicted of murdering her children a monster. Let's see. She said, following the conviction, Fox 10 spoke with a woman named Tiffany who observed nearly 6 weeks of testimony from 60 witnesses. Tiffany ultimately did not participate in deliberations because she was selected randomly to be an alternate, but she talked about what affected her most from the trial. And I quote, probably the most emotional testimonies that stood out to me was Lori Vallow's son, Colby, and her sister. Just listening to them talking to her in jail and how emotional they were, and I can feel the impact this had on their life. She's destroyed so much around her and just destroyed her relationships with her family, and there's no hint she realized that on the phone. One of the most difficult aspects for Tiffany was seeing the images of JJ and Tylee's bodies, which were shown in court. The children's bodies were found in shallow graves on Chad Daybell's property near Rexburg, Idaho, in June of 2020. At that time, their mother was in custody on charges of obstruction of justice and deserting her children. As I started crying when they brought in the tissues and the plastic bags that they were going to show the pictures. Let's see. She said JJ's body was found wrapped with plastic and duct tape, while Tylee's remains were burned and not clearly recognizable. Tiffany also remembered seeing Lori and Chad's wedding photos from Hawaii. I was looking directly at Lori. I hoped that she could look over at me and see my evil glare, because it truly showed what a monster this woman is, said Tiffany, who has a teenage daughter. Okay, so we got that, and I know there was a Letitia Juror that spoke out too. But let me see. First, we're not done with. Let's see. We did the Arizona woman. We did that. Let me just make sure we did everything in our. Did the ruby slippers, Arizona woman, the twins, the Florida man. Oh, we have to do the pregnant mom in Idaho first before we do. Okay. Here we go, in Idaho again. Put her picture up. Okay. Idaho police say that on Thursday that Wednesday's death of a pregnant woman and her 2-year-old son is likely a case of murder-suicide. Shoshone County police say they responded to a home in Wallace and found the bodies of Elizabeth Lawley, who was 33, and her 2-year-old son. Police say they now believe Lawley, who was pregnant, fatally shot her son before killing herself. The Coeur d'Alene Post Falls Press said that Lawley apparently shot herself and her son at her father's home. Lawley's father came home and initially believed the pair was sleeping, but he realized they were dead later in the night. Lawley was 6 months pregnant. Lawley's father is not considered a suspect. Police have not released the deceased toddler's name, citing privacy concerns. That's pretty sad.
That's terrible.
It is. Let's see. Then we have. Okay. So, Bryan Kohberger. Let's go for Mr. Kohberger now. Bryan Kohberger is a hearing tomorrow. And he is said to have broken into a female co-worker's apartment so she would ask him for help, allegedly leading him to install security cameras in the residence that may have been able to monitor him. The allegations involving the female colleague have not been released officially by authorities. Now, there was a Dateline that gave out this information, and they didn't identify the source making the claims. So, again, we don't know the source and if it's credible. But according to Dateline, the alleged interaction with the woman occurred months before Kohberger was accused of stabbing to death 4 University of Idaho students. At the time, 28-year-old Kohberger was a PhD student at Washington State University, just across the border from Moscow in Pullman, Washington. The source that told Dateline this said that Kohberger broke into this woman's property and moved unspecified items around, although he didn't steal anything. Following the break-in, the female colleague reportedly reached out to Kohberger and asked him to come over. He did, and allegedly suggested that she install a security system in her apartment that included cameras. According to Dateline, Kohberger offered to install the cameras, and the woman agreed. Authorities suspect that Kohberger may have been able to access the camera feed remotely because he had her Wi-Fi password. Former FBI profiler Greg Cooper told Dateline that the allegations involve the female colleague are consistent with progression of criminal behavior. I would expect that he orchestrated the whole thing. He was not looking at her as a potential victim necessarily, but he orchestrated it so that she would come to him and that he would be able to help her. It's another level of power and domination and control over another person. The hero image that he can portray. You got this problem, I'm here to solve the problem for you and make it better for you. Dateline also reported that Kohberger had purchased the K-bar knife and sheath in April of 2022 before he moved to Washington for the doctoral program. This is the same knife that investigators say was the murder weapon. Sources told Dateline that Kohberger may have scoped out the property before the murders, even potentially lurking inside inconspicuously, given that it was a widely known party house. A grand jury this past week indicted Kohberger on 4 counts of first-degree murder and burglary in connection with the murders, and he's scheduled to be arraigned on Monday morning. So let's see what that's going to be about, his arraignment. His arraignment time is to begin at 9 a.m. on Monday, May 22nd. During this hearing, the judge will, hold on one second. The preliminary hearing that was scheduled for June 26th is canceled. You know that he was indicted by a grand jury, and his arraignment is set to begin at 9 a.m. During this hearing, the judge will reiterate the suspect's rights and the charges against him. The judge will likely ask him to enter a plea for each charge. In Idaho, only 2 pleas are recognized, guilty or not guilty. If a suspect refuses to enter a plea or fails to appear at the hearing, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on the suspect's behalf. If Kohberger pleads guilty, the court will order a pre-sentence investigation. An investigator will compile we're not even going to worry about that because he's going to not say. If he pleads not guilty, the court will schedule the case for trial. Currently, there's no indication of when the trial may start. And so let's see. We'll be on, tomorrow to talk about it. I'm not going to stream the news, but talk about what happened, and then I'll probably be at 11 a.m. Okay. So now, let's see what we have here.
I know.
She knows. Okay, let me go over here and see if we forgot anything here. I think we've got all that going on. Now let me just go to, there was a Letitia juror that spoke out. Okay. Okay, so less than 2 weeks ago, Letitia Stauk was found guilty in the death of her 11-year-old stepson, Gannon Stauk. She's beginning a life sentence in prison, but Grace Kramer from 11 News spoke with a woman who said she helped decide that conviction after weeks of hearing testimony. So she spoke to a woman who said she served on the panel. She told Grace she wanted to share her side of the story on camera, but did not want her name to be used. I cling to the fact that we were chosen at random, but we were chosen for a reason. She went into the trial with an open mind, she said. Sometimes the obvious answer isn't the correct answer, and sometimes it is the correct answer, but you have to do the research. In this case, the research was going to the trial and listening. She said that it was a difficult case to sit through, from hearing medical examiners explain the injuries Gannon received to seeing evidence photos and to listen to family members share their traumas. It was much more difficult than I expected it to be emotionally, she said. As the prosecution and defense closed, the jurors said she felt ready to deliberate and thought the other jurors felt the same way. She said after only a few hours speaking with the other jurors, she was certain they were ready to convict. Even the people that took a little bit longer, I think that was their opinion going into it. They just needed to reassure themselves and to wrap their minds around that we were making a life-changing decision for many, many people. The jurors said that they were able to come up to a unanimous verdict, and that after the guilty verdict was read by the judge, she said she felt relief but also sadness for the family. It's frustrating to hear it all. It is hard to not be able to get that why. The juror said the trial will be something she carries with her forever. My daughter-in-law said something to me the other day. She said, you know, it's kind of like going to battle. It was kind of like you did your service for your country, which was required, but you can be proud of what you did. Okay. Let's see. I think that was the only one that has spoken out so far. Okay, and so we have that. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. I don't know why this seems like it's waiting, but yeah. So that's looks like all the true crime for tonight. That's there, and then the Kohberger stuff in the morning, but I don't know how. Because I wish they would release the. Hi, Vicky. How are you? Thanks for coming by. I wish they would release the Letitia Stauk discovery. I don't know why they're not doing that. It's very odd. After sentencing and all that. So that's weird. Let me check something else. Okay, now, let me see what's going on. Illinois woman allegedly tried to smuggle drug-laced paper. Okay. Let's see. Next, we've got that. 3 killed. Bryan Kohberger to be arraigned. We just read about that. And yeah, that's it. We got all that. Let's check the detainment. See what's going on in that realm. Any more? Honey Boo Boo graduated from high school. Honey Boo Boo graduated from high school.
Well, that's nice.
Let's see. Mama June Shannon was in attendance as her daughter Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson graduated from high school. Also present was Alana's sister and legal guardian, Lauren Pumpkin Efford, alongside other friends and family as the former Toddlers and Tiaras star steps into the next chapter of her life. I thought that Honey Boo Boo had weight loss surgery or something. Didn't she have weight loss surgery? Lana's come a long way from the little girl getting amped up on Toddlers and Tiaras. She's been through a lot of ups and downs in her young life, including seeing her sister, Lauren Pumpkin Efford, become her legal guardian after her mother, Mama June Shannon, lost control of her life for many years due to addiction. Now the family's reunited to celebrate Alana coming through her extremely unorthodox childhood to arrive on one of life's greatest milestones, her high school graduation. Let's see. She went on her Instagram page. Lauren celebrated Alana's graduation. Let's see. There's Instagram. There's Lauren. Okay. And let's see. Lauren said, to be there, a witness this next chapter, I'm amazed at how much you've grown, how beautiful your soul is, and most importantly, how far you've come against all odds. I can't wait to see what the next chapter in your life holds, Lauren concluded in her message. Please always know I'm your biggest fan and always and forever going to be screaming the loudest for you. I love you, Lana. Mama June also shared the video to her Instagram of the family hooting and hollering for Alana as she crossed the stage to receive her diploma. I'm so proud of her. She is our 2023 graduate, and yes, we were hollering the whole time. Oh, good. I'm sure everybody loved that. Later that evening, Joan followed up her post with another, including additional images of Alana and the family, as well as a heartfelt message to her daughter. She praised her daughter for never giving up, even though she seemed to want to at times, and she expressed her deep love and how proud she was of Alana's accomplishment. As for Alana, she said, after graduation, I'm looking forward to continuing my studies at GMC for right now, Alana answered. But in August, I'm going to Regis University to major in neonatal nursing. She hinted at how she has approached her young life, shouldering a lot of responsibility at a young age, and when she was asked what she might tell her younger self, Alana replied, don't play around and get to work. You got too many people counting on you and too much money to make. Let's see. Alana admitted she was proud of her accomplishments. She shared a slideshow of senior pictures in a post, and she said, I am so proud of myself, how far I've come. There were points in my life I didn't even think I would make it this far, but I made it. Okay. Honey Boo Boo.
I told Mike Honey Boo Boo graduated. He said, who's that?
Oh, yeah, Jimmy wouldn't know.
No.
Yeah. Gail King is upset.
Uh-oh.
She thinks it's troubling that people are downplaying the 2-hour paparazzi chase her pals, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, were involved in earlier this week. She says, I think it was a very unfortunate incident. It's troubling to me that anybody would try to downplay that and what it would mean to them. It's very troubling to me. She's referring to a slew of media personalities and celebrities who have spoken out against the narrative that the two were chased in the streets of Manhattan. Gayle King said it's unsettling that some are trying to minimize how Harry and Meghan felt in that moment. Let me put a, hold on a second. Where's my thingy? Ah, here it is. Okay. All right. And there's the honey boo boo. All right, get rid of this. I'm just really sorry it happened. I'm very sorry they had to go through it, said Gayle King, who was in Baltimore to give a commencement speech at her alma mater, the University of Maryland. Everybody can have all of their opinions, but I always go back to, how did they feel in that moment? Gayle King is 68. She met Harry, who's 38, and Markle, 41, through her best friend, Oprah Winfrey, and has been friends with the two ever since. The relentless pursuit, lasting over 2 hours, resulted in multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians, and 2 NYPD officers. While being a public figure comes with a level of interest from the public, it should never come at the cost of anyone's safety. Now, you also hear things that is not true. However, a number of media personalities slammed the narrative that Harry and Markle's reps provided, including View host Whoopi Goldberg, who slammed the royal couple's use of the word car chase. I think people in New York know if it was possible to have car chases in New York, we'd all make it to the theater on time. TV personality Megyn Kelly called out the Sussexes during the Megyn Kelly show, saying there is no way of having a 2-hour car chase in New York City. In Manhattan, there just isn't. Let's see. That's it. So she's pissed. Let me see what else we have here. She is pissed. What else is going on? Rita Moreno is 91.
Wow.
Wow. Priscilla Presley attended her granddaughter's graduation. Riley Keough is noticeably absent. Nick Cannon has 12 children. Did you know that? He has 12 children.
Who is that?
He was married to Mariah Carey. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Harrison Ford is 80 years old. Can't believe that. Cannot believe that.
Hope they took his pilot's license away.
I don't know. Can't believe he's 80. Harrison Ford is 80. Oh my gosh, what is happening?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. 90 Day Fiance, Alex Rodriguez. Cher is celebrating her 77th birthday, and she was asking, when will I feel old? Robert De Niro and girlfriend Tiffany Chen attend the Khan's party after announcing baby number 7. How old is she? Let's see.
So you think you got a good deal on a one-ply toilet?
How old is she? This is the 2. Let's see. All right, let's see. The baby girl's name is Gia Virginia Chen De Niro. She was born April 6th and weighed 8 pounds 6 ounces. Along with the announcement was a sweet photo of little Virginia, named after De Niro's mother. She's seen wearing a pink onesie as she gazes into the camera while being held up by her dad. De Niro said that he and Chen are over the moon over the little bundle of joy, who was planned and brought here by love. De Niro shares his adult children, Drina, who's 51, Raphael, 46, with his ex-wife, Diana Abbott, as well as 27-year-old twin sons, Aaron and Julian, with former girlfriend Tukey Smith. He also shares a son, Elliot, 25, and a daughter, Helen Grace, 11, with his ex-wife, Grace Hightower. And De Niro and Hightower filed for divorce in late 2018 after 21 years of marriage. Let's see, and now how old is this one? She doesn't look that young. How old is she? I don't know. I can't get an age on this one here. Let me see.
10.
He's
We're done.
79. And let's see how old she is. He is 79 and she is how old? Okay, let's see. Let's try to find out how old she is. How old is she? Is this like a joke now? Okay. Wacky. She's 64 years old.
She's 64.
Okay.
And she just
Now
had an
they're
8-pound
saying she.
baby.
Hold on a minute, because this is really weird. No, now she's 40. Okay. Hold on. She's 45. She's 45. They went to a NYU Langone fertility clinic. So I wonder if it's even her.
Theirs.
Well, it's probably, I'm sure it's his.
Well, I mean, their fertility drops off dramatically after a certain age, so. Kind of irresponsible to.
Did she not have any children? I wonder if she had any children. Let's see. They've been spotted popping into a fertility clinic just days after having the 7th child. I wonder if she even had this child. Did we see her pregnant? Because
Oh, surrogate, maybe.
I don't know. It looks pretty. She was, and he said she was brought here with love. I'm wondering. Chen was also seen hanging out with a friend as the pair took Gia for a stroll in an expensive stroller. After arriving back home, the mother carefully cradled her newborn as she took her back inside. The baby is planned, Robert said, adding they both wanted the baby and are over the moon. She was brought here by love. And yeah, and I don't know. It's a weird statement. She was brought here by love. Let me see. Tiffany, let's see if there's any pregnant. I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's any pictures of her pregnant, so I'm saying that's probably not. Okay. And okay. All right. And we have the ruby slippers. Hi, Christine Ferrari. How are you? Hi, Liz Tops. He looks amazing for 79s. I must look into it. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hey, Billy Boy Blue. How are you? Does it matter what he did? I don't know what Billy Boy is talking about. I didn't even see Billy Boy in there. Rich, you pop back in to say goodnight. Carolyn, please take care. Thank you. Going swimming in New York City. Oh, I'm behind in the chat. And that's it, I guess, tonight. I don't know. That's what we have the gallery on. What a Sunday night it is, huh? It's kind of weird. Pretty weird. Sensria, I don't see Sensria. I see a lot of people. Where is everybody tonight? Mary Warren. Don't see Mary Warren here. I haven't seen Ruff. I haven't seen Bucky Ann. A lot of people tonight missing. A lot of people missing.
Bucky Ann's at her daughter's.
Right. I thought she'd be back, huh? Okay. Okay. All right, let me get rid of this. Okay. All right. Oh, Scooter's here. Hello, Scooter. I think Memorial Day is next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. Yep. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see about this one. I'm a 38-year-old guy. I have a neighbor who's a 45-year-old woman who I've been fairly friendly with over the past couple of years. We live in a suburban neighborhood. I usually work from home, and my car often sits in the driveway. A few months ago, her car was totaled in an accident. And since then, she's been struggling to get a new one due to her financial situation. One day, she asked if she could borrow my car for a day for an emergency. I agreed. It wasn't a big deal to me. This, however, soon turned into a regular occurrence, with her asking to borrow my car almost every other day for various reasons: grocery shopping, picking up her kids, attending meetings, etc. Initially, I didn't mind, as I wanted to help, but it started to become inconvenient. I felt like she was taking advantage of my generosity. On top of that, I noticed that she was not treating my car respectfully. She left trash inside. She didn't fill it up with gas. She even caused a minor dent. I decided to address this with her and told her that she could no longer borrow my car. She seemed taken aback and became upset, stating that she had grown reliant on my assistance and that I was being selfish for suddenly denying her access. Several other neighbors have now heard about our spat, and they believe that I was overly harsh, as she's a single mother struggling to juggle various responsibilities, but I feel my vehicle was being misused and taken for granted. I'm trying to be more understanding, but at the same time, I feel like I was taken advantage of. So, am I the a-hole for not allowing my neighbor to use my car anymore?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
No.
Let's see what they say. No, says Liz Tops. No, there's Mary Warren. No, Carolyn P says no. No, 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 no. You're going back to the beginning to listen to the news. Okay, Two Scooter. I don't know. I think I'm just going to go to bed.
No.
Yeah. Is who kidding? Well, Lisa. I don't know who you think is kidding. Okay, hardly wise. Oh boy. The woman borrowing the car, is she kidding? I don't know. I don't think she's kidding. Yes, double time an hour. What, Liz? Yes, double time an hour. I don't know what that means. I thought you were going back to listen to the news, Two Scooter. Why weren't you here when we started? For working on a holiday. Oh, okay. Time and a half. Now, what are you talking about? Why are you saying no, Debbie, stay? She said she was going to go back to the beginning. I don't know what anybody's talking about. I gotcha, Liz. I gotcha. Why is everybody so quiet?
Um,
I'm not quiet.
I don't
I'm
know.
having
I'm
hearts all around. I'm speaking from my heart.
trying.
You're speaking from your heart.
See my hearts?
No,
You
What
don't see
heart?
my hearts?
not at all.
Uh-uh.
I'm throwing hearts up at the screen.
Oh,
Oh, it's a holiday. Yeah, not here tomorrow. No holiday here in the United States. I don't see any hearts. What are you talking about?
Look at the screen where
I
you see?
am. No,
You don't see any hearts going up.
not at all.
Do you, Sharon?
no, but I'm not in the chat technically.
If you
What-
look up,
What
If you-
chat are you doing it in now?
I hope I'm in the right chat.
You're probably in the wrong chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah. I don't see any hearts.
Aw,
Nothing.
I'm in the wrong live.
You're in, I
But I'm
guess.
talking to you.
You're talking, yeah, but you're on Zoom. You're not typing in the right chat.
I'm not quiet. Do you want to play the real estate game?
You see them too. I don't know. I don't think anybody really wants to play the real estate game or do much of anything.
No?
I don't
Trivia?
think so. I'm not seeing much
Mm.
interaction.
Real estate game, anyone?
I mean, I'll play it, but
Sharon will play.
All right, I just, Carolyn,
We don't
there's
have
a
to.
hard
Carolyn's
thing you can
tired.
click. There's a
Everybody's
hard thing you
tired.
can click. I don't know. Hey, there's Billy Boy Blue. Are you
Scooter.
blowing your horn, Billy Boy? You hardly ever come
Ooh.
around anymore.
Aw,
Yeah.
I don't see hearts. Does anyone see hearts?
I
Does
don't
anyone
see.
see hearts?
I don't see them.
Marianne Warren says, sure, she'll play the real estate game.
It's on the Apple iPad. Oh, I guess it's only on the Apple iPad.
Oh, well, they all can see my hearts.
No, but they can't. Only someone on an Apple iPad.
Aw, what a bummer.
I'm not on the Apple iPad. What's the real estate game? You know the real estate game, Billy Boy Blue. Thank you for the super chat, don't you? All right, I'll show it to you, Billy. I know, that's why I owe ya. Who do you owe, Billy? Because you're never here anymore? I know, but why are you never here anymore? Let me say something. Let's see. Let me find something here. All right.
I might have to leave Zoom to play.
Oh,
I may.
okay.
Have to see.
All right. Let me just find this now. Oops, I did the wrong thing.
I hope I don't.
I hope not. I don't know what's going on, but okay. Let's see if there's anything.
Oh, somebody else is doing it. Now I see hearts.
Okay, I don't see anything, but don't worry about
Who's
it.
doing the hearts?
I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, let's take a look.
Oh, it was
That's
Deborah.
Something in the Carter Mansion estate and carriage house on 12 plus acres in Jasper County, Missouri. See what this is like. All right. This is quite a here we go. Now, I don't know if this is this house and this house or what this is, but it says, enjoy privacy on a 12-plus acre estate with not one, two mansions. Step back into a bygone era inside the 130-plus year Victorian-era Carter mansion, dripping in period details. Original materials and finishes delight you inside, from stained glass windows, marble lintels, intricate woodworking to crystal chandeliers and soaring ceilings, some with coffered beams, others with delicate lace-like ornament. When you need to travel to the second home, you can access the private underground walkway. Wow. Protecting you from weathering outdoors. In the carriage house, vintage flourishes are everywhere, but many modern amenities include a security system, water softener, reverse osmosis system, and an elevator. Stately brick facades, charming front porches with double entry doors greet you and your guest. Enjoy a private gated drive, a gazebo, a pond, tree-lined lawn. Still ample opportunity to add your own chapter to this historic property story. Possibilities abound, from a charming bed and breakfast to a complete retreat to a grand family vacation compound.
How old are these houses?
130 plus years.
Wow.
Nice gate.
Yeah. So it's got good craftsmanship from back then.
Mm-hmm. Brick, stone. Garage.
Looks like they have a chapel.
Underground walkway.
Wow.
It's all these houses on the one property?
Yes.
So there's a basement, there's something underground that connects these two houses?
Yes.
Nice. That's what my sister and I always wanted to do. We had
That's
to settle for
pretty.
living across the street from each other.
That's pretty.
Better
Wow.
if we'd lived back
Look
to
at
back.
that. Okay.
Very pretty.
Wow. Lots of detail there, man.
Man, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Servants' quarters? Home?
Crazy. Look at that. Look at the ceiling.
No. Look at the ceilings. The floors. I love the transom over the door.
Mm.
Furniture doesn't look comfortable, but hey.
Not my style.
It'd be nice for a wedding, wouldn't it?
Mary Warren likes it.
I love the ceiling. Hard to do much when they take all the furniture out. Or a
Gosh, I
good
used to have that
furniture.
refrigerator with the door, with the little snack door. I used to have that. I grew up with that refrigerator right there.
Then they got
I
a
love
cheap
that
stove.
purple.
Jeez.
Ours was in black glass.
Do those counters, cleaning those things. Of course, if you can afford this, it wouldn't be your problem, would it?
Exactly.
I wonder if they're original. The judges paneling. Reminds me of my grandmother's bathroom.
This is crazy.
It's a nice home, and it's probably worth a lot of money, but it's just not my style.
Where did you say this is, in Massachusetts somewhere?
No,
Missouri.
Oh, Missouri.
Missouri.
Hmm.
Missouri.
Yikes. Look at all the dust catching drapery. Holy cow.
Look at that old treadmill. Oh my goodness. What are these, like kitchenettes places or something? Like, I'm lost with all these little kitchens. There's another kitchen.
Oh,
Trash
a rower.
compactor. Somebody just asked about a trash compactor the other day. Wow.
Did you see the rower?
Yeah. Oh, there's a hen on a nest.
Is that another kitchen?
Yeah.
It's a whole other kitchen somewhere.
Yeah. There's quite a few little
Trash
and
compactor.
kitchens and
I wonder why they chose to put tile on the countertop. Ooh. No, don't stand up fast.
It's two houses.
another kitchen. Or is this the wet bar?
Closet.
Oh, it looks like we're in the attic.
Yeah, looks like there's a waterfall and a home office.
Look at that.
What's that?
Wow, look at that safe. It's like the bank vault right there. Oh, there is another kitchen
Yeah.
and a wet bar with stuff on tap. And another
That
kitchen.
is safe. Wow. Holy cow. Copper
That
sink.
looks like you would hit your head if you went into the tub.
We're still in this kitchen.
Oh, I like that kitchen the best.
That doesn't make sense.
Except for the, oh yeah. You only do it a couple times before you learn not to.
Ah.
Look how long that tub is though. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That old-fashioned beanbag.
Gives new meaning to the word soaking tub.
Mm. Yeah, stand up too fast, you're gonna be soaking for the
Oh
rest
my
of your
gosh, look at
life.
that old TV.
It's nice. It's a nice bathroom.
Ah, another kitchen area. Oh, that's just a big cleanup sink.
Look at the old TV. Yikes.
A shower. Look at that old phone on the wall by the toilet.
I didn't think those TVs existed anymore.
Those used to be like all the rage if you had a phone like that near your toilet. Wow. Okay, look at that.
Huh.
What is this?
Uh-huh.
What is this hallway?
Yeah,
This must be
boy.
the underground walkway. That must have been the underground walkway.
We're not there yet.
Now we're at the other house.
I like the stone on the walls.
Oh, no,
I
That
really
was
like
the
that all
underground
around the
walkway. I
house.
bet you that was that big safe-like door. Now this is the other house.
It's very cool.
If you wanted to walk in the rain, though, you could go back and forth under the houses.
Another kitchen.
I like
Another
this
kitchen?
dining area.
Yeah, this is a nice kitchen with this commercial stove here, but I don't like the underneath of that.
It's a lot of room.
Oh. Yeah, that's a better kitchen. It's more updated, but could have better placement for the trash, but okay.
Viking.
That's quite a stove.
Yes, that's a nice stove. That's the nicest stove in the house.
Oh, yes.
What the heck is this?
Jeez.
Well, you could sure play hide and seek in these houses, couldn't you?
This is huge.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a hair washing sink.
What?
Yep.
Wait, we're not far enough.
St. Francis of Assisi.
How do you know that's a hair washing
St.
sink?
Francis of Assisi, too, like a life size. And another kitchen. Oh my gosh. They just have these like mini kitchens just in the hallways or something. Like, here,
This
if
is
you
like
can't make it to
crazy.
the kitchen, we have another. And they have dishwashers all over. It's kind of crazy how they have that. It's like, here, hungry? Oh, wow, this must be, you said something about a chapel. You got Jesus and the Holy Mary.
Yeah, look at the chapel,
Yeah,
like a round chapel.
yeah.
Yeah, there's all stained glass windows all around.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the theater. And a bunch of pictures that are not hung up. That looks like my house. We never hang anything up because we're scared to where to put it.
Statues
Danielle
are
didn't believe me when I said that. We act like it's like the biggest decision of our lives, so we just leave it like that. Here's another little kitchen. Oh my goodness. Fisher Price something. What is that? Fisher Price something. I don't know.
That's a movie room.
Yeah,
Another little kitchen. Another office.
ahead of us.
That looks
Yeah.
churchy.
Kitchen-ish.
Another bathroom. Another closet.
Maybe
Looks
that's
weird. What are
to
those black
accommodate the
things
people
in-
watching the movies. I like the curved door.
This had to have something to do with the church before. Maybe
No, the
cathedral.
chapel's not
How
that
come the
big
closets are so empty?
because a good portion of furniture's gone
And this
too.
is weird. Like there's a rug on the ledge of the whirlpool here. Why is there a rug over there
Yeah.
on the ledge?
one shirt, one jacket. That's it. Oh, Batman?
That's for when you step out, Carolyn, so you don't slip.
Yeah, throw it down.
Why would
on
you
the
step
floor.
out over there?
Well, you wouldn't. I guess that's where you keep it, and then you decide where you're going to get out and throw it on the floor and get out.
Move it.
Here's the
It looks like it's
elevator.
hard to get out of and into.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's another telephone by the toilet. They had those in the Hilton back in the 80s, and you thought, wow, telephone by the toilet. Look at that one. Look at a complete office phone by the toilet. I need line. Those are so archaic. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a better bathroom.
Oh, another kitchen.
Mm.
This is
This just
crazy
goes
how
on
many
forever.
kitchens there are. And another dishwasher. This is crazy.
Yikes. The Maytag repairman probably.
How many
just makes his
kitchens
living
are
on
there?
this house. This is
Oh,
a
wow.
problem.
Look at that
That's the baby
table.
kitchen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's 12 on each side. Wow. And look at the telephone.
Wow, look at those chairs.
Look at that ceiling,
Yeah, I love the ceiling.
right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
This is more than a house.
This is a compound.
Comfort set.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Look at this paddle. What is that about?
Oh boy, those kind of people again.
What does that say on it?
I'm not to that spot yet.
Oh, dear.
This is more than a house.
There's a train in the back. A little
What?
train station. And here's the pews. Oh, there's got to be some kind of history on this.
Yes.
What is this? And look at the pews, how they're back to back.
Oh, yeah, look at the train. Where's the train? Is that a grave
A grave, where?
where the train is?
I don't think so. Must be that little train house. It's got another kitchen. And then there's the little roundhouse thing. I didn't even see
Is there
that.
any history on it in the description, Carolyn?
Look at that. It was probably built around a tree. There's that. And there's another kitchen in there. Well, a little, at least.
That's what I thought was the chapel.
What is that with the tree throne?
It's a throne.
What is that?
Oh,
I don't know. And there's the little
It's like a tree
train
seat.
in the back. I guess that maybe that was a little train station at one time.
Look at that.
weird.
It's pretty, that tree.
The pool looks kind of creepy.
You saw
Oh
the
my
pool?
God.
You saw a pool?
Yeah,
I didn't see a pool.
I did.
it got
Where?
lily pads growing in it.
That pond. I think that's a pond.
Well,
Wow.
it had.
Yeah, that's
Coping
a
around the
pond. That's
edges.
not the pool.
Oh, that train just sits there, all by its little
Yeah,
lonesome.
I guess it used to be a train station at one time. Okay, so how much do you think
what it
that
was.
is? I don't know what the history behind that is. It's on 12 plus acres.
Yeah,
I'm going to say,
That is crazy. And it is,
I'm going to say,
I don't even know how many kitchens, bedrooms.
well, you could make that into a hotel.
It's just crazy. What is the history on that? I'd like to know.
I don't know.
But it's not really, I'm going to say 5.
You could give tours.
What are you going to do with it
You
though?
have a tour? No problem.
Everybody lock in your votes, please. I mean, Everybody's in
That
there.
is odd.
3.4, 5.5, 5 million. It's a steal.
Oh, hey, I was the closest.
That is
It's a
insane.
steal, guys.
All that for
That
$2
is.
million?
I know. What's the history behind that?
Is that not the very last picture? Look at the little square.
You could buy that and have
Ground.
so many
That
people
looks
pay you
like
to
a grave.
No, I think it's a dedication.
Oh, maybe.
live in there. Shh.
Whew. No.
Just paying the electric bill would be prohibitive.
But what is that? That looks like a school or something.
Isn't that odd?
What?
Who felt the need to sit on a throne? Oh, man.
I'll never be able to figure out what that is.
I wish I could see what those books say. "16 dining rooms, 18 bedrooms, 30 kitchens, 34 bathrooms."
It's like a commune. How could it be that cheap? You could make so much money
Come
buying that
on,
property.
a commune. We can be there.
I mean, you could make so much money buying that property.
Yeah.
It's insane what you could do with that.
You could start your own cult.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Make your own little community.
Look at those telephones in the bathroom.
We could all live together in there, Carolyn.
Yeah, I know, Elle.
All of us. With our families. Well, I don't have a family, but
All of us, yeah. A lot of
you
people
guys with your
could. A
families
lot
and
of
me.
people could live there, and we wouldn't even see each other every day.
No, we
Right.
wouldn't. Who wants to clean it?
Fisher Price.
We
I
can
wish
get
I
a
could
cleaning
see what
lady.
that
We can
says.
get
That
cleaning
Fisher
lady.
Price thing right there.
A cleaning lady. You'd
We
need
could
more
all
than
have
a
our own little
cleaning lady.
sections
Poor
of the
thing
house.
would
I have a
drop dead
Mexican
after
hat
2
like that. I
days.
wish I could see what that says. Fisher Price. What is that? And why are all the racks like with all the hangers and no clothes? Oh, they have the spin mop, the cedar spin mop. What does that say? New Orleans. Something about New Orleans. What does that say over there? I'd love to zoom in on some of these photos and stuff.
I know what you mean.
How long has it been on the market? Let's see. Let's see. It's crazy. Um, $124 days. Let's see, what if we put in the address and we find what the history of this house is? Come on. What is the Carter Mansion?
Excuse me.
There it is, the Ruth Colpin Foundation. What is that? Let me look that up.
No, it's definitely something besides a house.
Ruth Colpin's legacy. Shifting brings streamlined service. Family moves Colpin Foundation to Carthage community. Ruth Colpin Foundation, full filing nonprofit explorer. Obituary for Ruth Colpin. Let me see. Ruth, okay, let's see. Colpin Rubinson was born. Is this a woman? Let me see. She was a pioneer in radio, television, and cable television industries. Could this be the lady? Yes, it is. Ruth Colpin Rubinson was born November 20th, 1922 to Frida Weber and Arthur Weber at her grandparents' home, Leo and Maggie Agon, near Achilles, Kansas. Ruth was the second eldest of 6 children. Preceding her in death were 3 sisters, Lois, Nina, Della, and one brother, Lynn. One surviving brother, Darrell, is of Norton, Kansas. In her early years, Ruth lived on a farm in northwestern Kansas. She loved to dream about growing up and becoming a businesswoman, traveling on trains to distant cities such as New York City. Ruth married the late Peter A. Peterson in Colby, Kansas, and to this union were born 2 sons. Survivors include sons A. Dean Peterson and Ronald L. Peterson Sr. and his wife Louise, 8 grandchildren, and 21 great-grandchildren and 4 great-great-grandchildren. Ruth married Richard C. Rubinson in 2003, and he preceded her in death in 2012. In 2003, okay. Ruth was a pioneer in radio, television. See, that's why they had those televisions like that and all those phones.
Wow.
Radio, television, and cable television industry. She began her broadcasting career in late 1949 with KWGB in Goodland, Kansas. She then joined KGAR in Garden City, Kansas, and after several years, she became employed at KGNO, Dodge City, Kansas, where she served 11 years in advertising and promotion manager, and later helped to start a television station in Dodge City, Kansas in 1957. Ruth came to Carthage, Missouri with her late husband, George Colpin, in 1962. She loved Carthage the minute she saw it. They purchased KDMO Radio, which was operating from the radio house at the time. George was the host of a very popular KDMO switchboard show. He served as the president of the Jasper County Youth Fair for 16 years, and he passed away in 1982. Ruth started the cable television service in Carthage and expanded her cable holdings to 27 communities in southwest Missouri. At the end of 1986, she sold CityVision, leaving 7 cable plants doing business as Southwest Missouri Cable TV, where she sold to Cox Communications in September of 1999. In 1964, Ruth modernized the Peace Star atop the Jasper County Courthouse, which can still be seen today. In 1967, she served as the vice president and finance chairman of the 125th anniversary of Carthage, which later began the annual Carthage Maple Leaf Festival. She served the community by involvement in many organizations such as the American Red Cross, Spiva Art Center, Missouri Southern International Piano Competition, Girl Scouts, Heartland Opera, Carthage United Way, Chamber of Commerce, Foundation Historic Preservation, Private Industry Council, and Midwest Gathering of Artists. She was also a lifetime member of the Chiroptimist International of Carthage. In 1976, Ruth was named Boss of the Year by the Carthage Jaycees and the Citizen of the Year in 1986 by the Carthage Lions Club. She received the Carthage Chamber of Commerce Athena Award in 1992. In 2006, she received the Carthage Chamber of Commerce Richard M. Webster Citizen of the Year and Daughters of the American Revolution Community Service Award. In 2008, she was named the Woman of the Year by the Joplin Business Journal. Ruth was inducted in the Carthage Hall of Heroes in 2015. Wait, when did this woman die?
She didn't. She's still alive.
Yeah, she did. No. She died in 2019 and she was born in 22. So she was 97.
Wow.
Okay, let's see here. Ruth had a strong passion for philanthropical giving, and always wanted to help people succeed in their lives. She was looked up to by the family as the matriarch who led by example. Her hard work and dedication will always be cherished by her children and grandchildren who are following in her footsteps. Let's see. Mass of Christian burial is by the Sacred Heart Catholic Church. So, in lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to the Ruth Colpin Broadcast Journalism Scholarship at Missouri Southern State University or the Ruth L. Colpin Rubinson Early Childhood Center in Carthage in care of the mortuary. That is so weird. So what? She made Carthage a better place. Old mansions have connecting tunnel and throne. Oh, that there's something here. A pair of Victorian-style mansions in southwest Missouri have caught the attention of Zillow Gone Wild, a Twitter account dedicated to sharing odd and ostentatious home listings. The home, situated on nearly 13 acres, has a combined 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, realty services, blah, 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 blah. Let me see here. A virtual tour of both 3-story mansions shows there's a walk-in safe as well as a long tunnel connecting the two homes' basements. There's also a full-size caboose stationed on abandoned train tracks behind an unassuming gray carriage house on the property. The carriage house was an old radio station building. In addition, there's an enclosed brick gazebo containing a wooden throne that appears to have been carved from a large tree through an exposed opening in the floor. Looking through the gallery at the top of this story will reveal more ostentatious and quirky touches. The eccentric property has quite a bit of history behind it. Dr. John Carter had the original mansion with the wraparound porch built between 1893 and 1896. He was a veteran of the U.S. Civil War. Carter served as both a soldier and a physician in the Union Army. He moved to Carthage after the war and married. Carter ultimately became the largest landowner in Jasper County, Missouri, with 3,000 acres to his name. Much of that land was given away, and the city park named in Carter's honor. Carter died in 1913 at the age of 79, and the brick mansion was eventually painted over. Many decades later, cable and radio businesswoman Ruth Colpin Rubinson bought the Carter mansion and sought to restore the home. She succeeded in having the paint removed and lived out her remaining years in the carriage house. According to the reality executive Tri-State, she had it made to look like a train depot since she purchased the old caboose and placed it behind the building. She died in 2019 at the age of 96.
What was with the throne, though? What was the purpose of that? That just seemed too strange to me.
I don't know.
I mean, you hear people are eccentric, but
And what were all of those kitchen, like what was all of those offices needed and all of that? What's that for? All
make it into an office building easily.
wow, that was crazy. Wait, Carthage? That has LDS ties. No, it's a Catholic. Those were all Catholic saints, and it said that it was a Roman
Yeah.
Catholic burial. She is not LDS.
No.
No, they said Catholic.
Yeah, those were all Catholic saints. Do you mean Carthage, Missouri, or are you talking about another Carthage? I don't know. Because this one is not LDS. Not LDS. Let's see. Jasper County, Missouri. That was a weird one. Okay, let's look at something else. Let's see. Hey, let's look at something in Las Vegas. It's Betty Grable's house.
Who?
Betty Grable?
Betty
Grable?
Grable. Yeah,
Oh,
Betty
she
Grable.
have the nicest legs. They were in shirts
Betty
for like
Grable. Didn't they say Betty Gravel in the Flintstones?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's
Betty Gravel. I know, but they did have a Betty Gravel in the Flintstones, didn't they?
Uh-huh.
That was
Yeah.
after Betty Grable.
Did you ever watch the dinosaurs?
The dinosaurs?
Not the mama.
Oh,
Not the
yeah,
mama.
yeah.
Yeah. They made all kinds of interesting references too.
Okay, this is in Las Vegas. It's the Betty Grable house. Palm Springs meets Las Vegas, designed by famous architects Dan Palmer and William Crystal, whose homes featured butterfly roofs, patterned concrete block walls, post and beam construction, plus a modernist stamp on Southern California's suburbs in the 50s and 60s, following their huge success with development of the Racket Club estates in Palm Springs. They were commissioned to develop Paradise Palms. Paradise Palms was the first master plan community in Nevada. Development began in 1960. At the time, then it included the Stardust Golf Course, the Paradise Palms Apartments, the Boulevard Mall, and 3 schools zoned for the community. Over the years, Paradise Palms has been featured in many films, including Martin Scorsese's 1995 film Casino, the house where Ace played by Robert De Niro. Lives can be found on Cochise Lane, Paradise Palms neighborhood. In 2022, Paradise Palms received recognition for its historical roots and was given a historical designation by Nevada State. Okay, this highly sought-after 8A model, famously identified by its iconic butterfly roof and clear-story windows, resides on the 9th fairway of Las Vegas National Golf Course. The stunning mid-century modern home has a fascinating history. The property was once occupied by the famous actress Betty Grable. Betty was an iconic Hollywood figure during the 40s and 50s, known for her stunning beauty and captivating performances. In addition to its storied past, the property has also been recognized for its exceptional design and style. It's been featured in Atomic Ranch Digital, a highly respected publication that celebrates the best mid-century modern design. And the home was extensively renovated in 2019, inside and out, with an artful blend of mid-century modern design and contemporary touches. With a total of 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, formal sitting area, dining area, expansive kitchen, family room, dedicated office space, this property offers ample space for both relaxation and productivity. Okay, let's look at this. Wow, there's a lot about this. It was built in 1963. Okay.
Yeah,
33.
Debbie, her legs were insured for $1 million.
So that's the butterfly roof. Okay. La dolce vita. What is that? Is that an owl? It's a little scary. That and that guy with the bandana on his face. Orange looks like the Brady Bunch. Look at that jukebox.
Orange. Ew.
Well, they're doing mid-century modern.
No, I don't care.
Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
Ew. Well, I don't think they had concrete floors in mid-century back in the day.
There's potential.
Mm.
Nice bathroom. It's nice. That's nice.
That orange has got to go. Oh, man.
I think that's just a pillow, though, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but the turquoise and orange are the right colors. They are the right colors to make it authentic, orange and the turquoise.
I don't mind the rest of the house, but that orange is horrendous. Put it as an accent. Don't put it as something as permanent as a cabinet.
Right.
Now we're talking.
It's pretty.
All new bathrooms, tile, counter, toilets, all new kitchen, counters, tiles, toilet, new floorboards, new drywall, paint, electrical, plumbing, custom draperies, new ceiling fans throughout, built-in closet organizers, steam shower in the master bathroom, Jack and Jill bath to pool, new washer dryer, whole house water system, reverse osmosis, steam shower in primary suite, all new windows, skylights, doors, interior and exterior, blah, 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 gas, barbecue, new turf, new cement casing around pool, new board and batten around the entire exterior of the house, sealed with new paint, security bars on all sliders, blah, 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 Paradise Palms. Okay, so what do you think now?
I think, let's see. Where is this located? Las Vegas?
Las Vegas, Nevada. That's right near
Las
our
Vegas,
friend
Nevada.
Rich.
I'm going to say.
Rich.
Oh.
That was Joyce DeWitt. Billy boy, where are you? Where's Barb Olson? Point two. Let's go. Keep going, guys.
No, Scooter, it was Betty Grable, whose legs were insured for $1 million back in the
Grable.
day.
Yeah.
She was a pinup for.
She'd never heard of her? She'd never heard of Betty Grable?
No, I don't think she'd ever heard of Joyce DeWitt. I can't imagine why Joyce DeWitt's legs would be insured for $1 million.
No, nothing.
You never heard of Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company?
She's a brunette.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's a
less than
steal.
$1 million. How you like that?
It's a steal.
I put $1 million.
It's a steal.
Because the real estate is so cheap in Las Vegas. I knew that.
It's
1.5
not.
I put.
It's gone up a lot.
But it's fairly compared to the rest of the country. It's cheap.
It's a steal.
Compared to California, and that's the problem with
It's a steal.
Las Vegas. Is all the people from California went in and said, "Oh, that's cheap," and
I'd take that
the
house for
price of houses up.
I'd take that house for $995
It's a steal.
in a minute.
You're
That
worried.
house is steel for $995.
It's nice looking from the road. It has curb appeal, and the backyard's really nice.
Yeah.
Nice pool.
The bathroom's so nice. The
Mhm.
bedrooms are really nice. Just the color. Just those little bits of color where you have to get rid of. Really nice house.
Okay. Let's see if we can see this other mid-century modern that is in Pennsylvania. In Oakdale, Pennsylvania. Another mid-century modern. Okay, it's got this one here. Now this is a mid-century modern in retro deco, quality built and occupied by architect George Yecko, who fashioned after F.L. Wright. Current owner has occupied this house since 1975. Two-car garage, 4 to 6 car detached garage built in 2009, has electric, 2 9-foot garage doors, 2 skylights, a workbench, cement floor. Home has flagstone entry, vaulted ceiling, living room, dining room, kitchen, stone floors, ceiling, fireplace with black marble, flagstone hearth, Pella windows, front of home, 2011, zone heating, 2 gas furnaces. Let's see. Okay, let's see. It's on 1.11 acres. Okay, let's take a look. It was built in 1969.
The Brady Bunch house. Didn't they live in a tri-line?
Right.
They lived in.
Where is this, Pennsylvania?
Yes. Here's the garage that was built in 2009. Here's the Brady Bunch, mid-century modern. Wow, that is original. That is a step back in time.
Yeah. I love the stone. Ooh, that's pretty.
Greg, Marcia, we're home. Wow, look at that tile there with that mosaic.
The Brady Bunch was Danish modern.
We're still looking at the front of the house. That's how far behind we are.
Greg.
There we go.
We're home.
Cute.
Looks like all those magazines you would see in the old days. Look at that bathroom. Wow. That was
Oh,
like
boy.
state of the art back
That
then. with
step.
that tile and that sink. Wow. Greg.
Well, they haven't done much with it, have they?
No, it's perfect. It's exactly the way it was.
Yeah, the architect lives
It's a
in the
time
house.
capsule. It is a
Oh, is that
time-
right?
I wouldn't change a thing in here. This is a freaking time
Yeah.
capsule.
Didn't
I
they say
wouldn't
the
touch
architect
these
lives in the
bathrooms.
house?
Look at
you
these
like
bathrooms
parquet
with
floors?
floor to ceiling tile
Beautiful.
in this mosaic. Wow, that is a step back into time. And
Gorgeous.
it's beautifully, I mean, it's in good condition. That bathtub and everything is in very good condition. And that
Perfect.
tile on the wall, look at that. That you wouldn't touch that.
No,
If
it's
anybody
perfect.
went in there and touched that, you'd have to smack them. You can't touch that. That is a time capsule. They
you
should
talking
film a
about the
movie
yellow
there. That is a
bathroom?
freaking time capsule.
Yeah, it is.
The yellow bathroom, all of that. That's a time capsule. Oh, that
Carolyn,
would
the
be so
architects
neat. It
would-
actually looks like, when I look at that hallway, it reminds me of these magazines my mother would have about entertaining and stuff. And they would have like a fondue party, and they would come into a house that looked just like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I wouldn't change a thing in this thing, and I would furnish it in everything from that time period. Okay, how much?
Carolyn, the architect lived in that house, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
yes.
Across from
Allegheny County, Pennsylvania.
Allegheny. It's a tri-level. Still a tri-level. Cheapest house to build.
Oh, Scooter, get the freak out of here. Then you're not buying it. Whose house is this? Can someone please tell me? Why are we looking at this home? Helen, oh my gosh, please don't freak out, Helen. We are, gosh darn it, we're looking at this house because we want to buy a house. Is that okay, Helen? Is that okay?
Too scared to check. I'm with you on that.
This is called the real estate game, Helen. We're changing lives here.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Mary Warren's is 975, Sharon's is 576.
$389.
What a steal.
I was going to
Yeah,
go
hi,
lower.
Sense
but
Risa.
you loved
Yeah,
it so
Ladies'
much.
Home Journal magazine. Yes, I could see. You could step back in time, and you'd have to, if you had this house, you'd wear those dresses, those retro dresses, right? Like Lucy.
Oh, like Mrs. Cleaver.
Yes, and you'd have to do
Yes.
that. You would have to step back in time. That would be
Yes.
great. And you'd have to get a car from that time period. And if
No,
you could do
well,
that,
yeah,
that would
that
be
would be
that would
worth
be
more than the house.
amazing, wouldn't it?
To parquet floors. You like parquet floors?
No, but I like this whole idea. I would wear those dresses like that and drive around in a car from that era. I think
I'd
that would be
leave the bathrooms.
what?
Boy, I would leave the bathrooms, but I think I'd be doing some upgrading.
No,
else.
no. This would be so fun. And I'd get one of those like atomic clocks on that wall right there. And I would just decorate it with everything from that time period. You have some of those dresses, Senrisa? Yeah, you'd have to dress like that and try to get
I
like
grew
all
up in
kinds of things for the
mid-century
kitchen
modern.
like that. A pink mixer.
You can go buy those. You could buy those dresses on Amazon now.
Oh, I know, yeah. But I'm
Those
just
retro
saying,
dresses.
I would just, oh, wow. And wow, I would keep it just the way it is. Yeah. Yep. Just furnish it completely.
My mother had pink appliances.
Oh my gosh, this would be great.
Our mid-century modern house came with a blender
Have
built
to
into
tear
the
down. You go
cabinet.
tear down your house, Scooter. Okay. Tear down. Crazy. Let's see.
Live in a tri-level.
Yeah, this next house has a
scary
clock.
getting
This
in.
next house has a clock just like I would put in that house in Pennsylvania. But we're going to go to Austin, Texas for this
Oh
next.
no.
Why?
Oh.
Oh, stop. It's just a mid-century modern house.
Okay.
Calm down.
Think of bunnies and your little friend.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, think of little hole.
La, la, la.
The third layer of tile. Oh my gosh, they just kept putting one on top of the other.
Third layer of tile? What are you talking about?
Senrisa said, we just found the third layer of tile on the kitchen floor. Redoing a house is crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. People used to do that with their shingles too. Just keep putting shingles on top.
Oh, this house is off the market, so you almost got your wish, but I'll show you the pictures of it, but it's got that atomic clock.
Austin
Look.
has bats. So do we. We have bats here. They
See, look, it's
fly.
got that atomic clock there. I would definitely have put that in the other house.
Oh, Austin has bats. Good.
No, it's off the market.
Even they're
But,
rabid. Would that make you feel better?
but see,
Oh,
that's
bummer.
how I would furnish the other house.
Oh, that's pretty.
I would furnish it with all that.
That is so
Retro.
pretty.
Okay. If you insist.
God, I love this house.
Mm.
Love this house.
Well, it's not on the market anymore, and
Nice.
it's not on the market anymore. Sorry. It was. Let's see.
Wow.
It's not on the market anymore. I'm so sorry. It was for $999,000, but it's not on the market anymore. So now let me see another one. Let's see.
Boy.
Mid-century Cope by Bill Finch. Here's a mid-century modern by the Coca-Cola. Let's see, Coca-Cola World Headquarters. Wow, architect. Let's see what this is like.
And Risa, you have to go to Vegas during moth season, and you go and watch the Luxor, and you can see bats in the light that goes up to outer space, and
Ew.
bats diving and swooping, and they're eating the moths.
Ew.
Okay, we're going to Georgia, and this is
Yay.
this is somebody, I think like the Coca-Cola CEO or something, their house.
Oh,
Mid-century
nice.
modern.
Yeah, you're not Risa, you're Risa.
Ooh. Nice. Really nice.
I like the look of this.
Yeah. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay. It's nice. Wow. Yeah.
So,
Mm.
okay. How much is that? Okay,
I'll take that
is
one.
the Coca-Cola headquarters designer. It's designed by Bill Finch, Coca-Cola headquarters designer, mid-century modern gem. It was built in 1959. It's a one of a kind in Atlanta, Fulton County. You just love Senrisa, says Risa, says I love the walls and walls of storage. Scooter says meh. Scooter, take Ike.
I want that house.
Take Ike. 2.2 for Mary Warren. Deborah Vancouverton says 775,000. 11 million for L. 200K for Scooter. How much land? I believe it was an acre. Let me see. I'll tell you.
No, I changed my mind. I'm going to say 7 million.
I'm trying to find it, Senrisa. Hold on, let me grab my other thing again. It is, and I will tell you, hang on.
I think it's gorgeous.
It is on 1.05 acres. Hi, Jeff. Why are you all looking at your house? I don't know.
Oh, I was up.
Hi, little lady. Hi, little lady. Little lady.
Wow, that is such a great price for that house. Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's see.
That house is beautiful.
All right, let's see. Let's take a look at this. Okay. All right, let's go over here to Pennsylvania. And this is a rare opportunity to own one of Oil City's most fabulous historic homes. The home will wow you from the top to the bottom. Each room has been meticulously thought out with designer finishes. The grand two-story entry is one of 3 staircases, 9 gas fireplaces, beautiful chef's kitchen with Garland gas stove, 6-burner cooktop, copper hood, quartz counters, and a walk-in pantry. A 12-foot island extends to the spacious great room with rich wood details and a stone fireplace. Tons of natural light. Let's see, this is on 0.77 acres, 6 bedrooms, 8.3 bathrooms, 11,000 square feet, and it was built in 1902. Wow, look at those windows. Window seat storage.
Oh,
Wow. Wow, look at the cash register. Sharon must have fallen asleep. Those big chairs. Did Sharon fall asleep? Did Sharon fall asleep?
Sharon?
Sharon? Sharon?
Well, that's pretty.
Sharon?
I'm awake.
You missed this house.
Yay.
You really missed this house.
I'm awake, I tell you.
I didn't hear any.
If you like this style, this is adorable.
Oh, look
Wow.
at the outdoor. Look at the outdoor fireplace and kitchen. Waterfall. Pond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car garage.
Wow.
Another fountain, and what is that? An atrium room. Another waterfall feature.
Mm.
Look at that bathroom.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice?
Heated towel warmer.
Wow.
Laundry room. Oh boy, look at that room.
Like that. Mm-hmm.
Those things. What are those? Half woman, half animal. What the heck? What is that?
Hmm. I had to break my toffee. I had to break my toffee.
All right, how much is it? How much is it? Yeah, really, 1 million? Little lady.
Can you put me down for 2.4 million? I can't make the live
I'll do it.
chat.
I'll do it, Sharon.
You?
Oh, I think I won that time.
$1,450,000.
I'm just $1 million off.
It does seem like a good price for that house, doesn't it, little lady?
They're gaudy.
You say it's gaudy?
A bit. It's a bit overdone.
Okay.
Just not my style. It was beautiful though.
Okay. We won't give it to you.
Okay.
All right?
I'm becoming more and more of a minimalist.
Okay. Good for you. Good for you, Al. You're a little bit of a minimalist. All right, let's see then. She's a minimalist. She's a minimalist. Why are you crying, Elle?
No, I'm chuckling because of the hearts.
We don't see any hearts.
Deborah and I do.
That's good. You're both insane. Okay. Let me see something.
Oh, and Mary Warren, too.
Oh, she's insane.
She also has she's also sending hearts.
Okay. Let's look at this. Weird house. Okay, this is on Datour Island, South Carolina. Okay, this may be on a country club where you get the use of that pool and stuff. So guess how much it is?
2-bedroom, Carolyn?
No,
3-bedroom?
there's three bathrooms.
3-bedroom.
Let me see. Well, I don't know. You have to, if I bring it over there, then it's going to tell you. Hold on, I have to bring it over there because if I do that, it's going to tell us the price. And then it'll be spoiled.
Okay.
Okay, it is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,005 square feet. It is a light and bright open floor plan ranch-style home with a private lot on the golf course. The home boasts 2 large living areas, a separate sunroom, plenty of room for guests, and the 2 extra bedrooms. And let me see here.
Okay.
You also get, the home has a 2-car garage, and you have the courtyard, beautifully landscaped private backyard. You're on the golf course.
That's a good price.
Mm-hmm. All right, and that is going to be the end of our games. And now we're going to bed. Well, going to Zoom bed. Thank you for watching. God bless. Prayers for all. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye now. Love you.